We have had a ton of stuff going on in our family. My husband is currently living in Oregon, and me and the 5 kids are here in Texas, and that's a whole story. So I thought I would do a life update and just maybe you guys could hang out with me for a little makeup vlog life update thing. I have lived in Texas my whole entire life and hated it my whole entire life. I'm one of those people who really can't take the heat, and if you've lived in Texas or visited here, you know that it is hot all year round. And I've always just wanted to have an adventure, you know. I've barely traveled. I've always had a travel bug. And when I was 18 years old, my boyfriend's mom gave he and I a senior trip to Alaska, where her sister and brother-in-law lived, and they let us stay with them, and we traveled around Alaska. But we had a layover in Seattle, and I fell in love with the green, with the rain, even with all of just the vibe. It was so cool. That was a while ago, but anyway, I've always wanted to go back and just try it out, just live somewhere else. I feel like I've spent a good deal of my life just being who people want me to be and filling other people's needs. So this is something that I would like to do for me, but also for our family. I want to have like an active outdoor family, and that's pretty hard to do where I live because it's flat. There aren't a lot of things that you can do outside if you can handle the heat and humidity, which again, I cannot. And I think it has something to do with my autoimmune diseases, honestly. Like I feel like it just zaps my energy really quickly. But so my husband is a travel nurse, and he has gotten opportunities. He has like a recruiter. They've given him opportunities like all over the United States, but he's never taken them because the money just hasn't been right for us to uproot our family and go do something different. But also, if you're new here, you probably don't know, but for the past 2 years, my family has been involved in a kinship adoption. So we just, after 2 years, we just got the adoption finalized with our 3 kids, but that meant we went from 3 to 6 kids. Our oldest has moved out, but that's a lot of kids. So my husband and I are just trying to do what we can to just make enough money to provide for everybody. So when he got this opportunity in Portland, the money was right. Like, this is an opportunity to better our family. So we're going. However, it was really, really short notice. Like, we had a week to decide if that was what we were gonna do, and we decided pretty quickly that that's what we're gonna do. But the whole rest of the week, my husband was having to like take classes and do different things to make sure that his RN license transferred to Oregon. So it's been crazy, but we still don't know what the plan is. We still don't have a house in Portland. We're just gonna rent probably for 6 months to a year, depending on what they allow us to do, just to see if we even like it there. Because I would love to live in Oregon or Washington, but Portland wasn't really where I was thinking. But I'm still excited to try it out. I do want to take a small break here. I'm gonna include some vlog footage in here because I kind of like the sit down chats with vlogs interspersed. And I want to show you guys the coolest park that we found in Houston, of course, right before we move. But check this out, it is incredible.
Wait, I want to feel this. This looks oh yeah, it feels so good. Whoa, it's like air, but not.
Okay, y'all turn around.
That made absolutely no sense. It's like Scout's hair, kind of, like what you use this for. Yeah. Yo, you wanna be with Bubby? Yeah, let Bubby hold you. Go peace.
Hey, smile.
Have our baby on. Come over here and see
Oh my gosh, girl.
See how good I am at sliding?
Yes, I do.
Let's go.
Whoa! No.
I'm gonna go in like this.
Go ahead.
No, Scotty. Wait, I have socks in my pocket.
You going in, buddy? I know.
That was the best part.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was the coolest part, just because there was stuff for little kids to do. There was stuff for bigger kids to do. There were, I mean, the Alice in Wonderland stuff. My oldest daughter has been obsessed with Alice forever. I don't know, it's precious, but okay. Back to the life update. We are still looking to try to find a rental that's gonna work, because rent is quite a bit higher in Portland than it is in Texas. And so we're looking around for that. We also have to sell our house. There's like a couple of upgrades that I'm mid-project in, of course, because that is who I am. So I need to finish those pretty quickly so we can get people in here to see the house. But my husband's job started already. Like, we saw him off, or I saw him off to the airport 4 o'clock in the morning this past Sunday, and now I'm just trying to figure out a lot of details. He did a lot of big things before he left, like he took the trampoline down and we took the tree out, and he just different things, but there just wasn't a lot of time for him to do stuff. And since he's working so much as a travel nurse, I really don't know like even what's gonna happen with getting us there. It's like a 3-day drive. What I would like to do is hire a company to pack our stuff and drive it to Portland. My husband wants to save that money, and he works 4s, so 4 12-hour shifts. It usually ends up being like 13 or 14 if you're in critical care, which he is. He wants to do his 4-day shift and do his next week's 4-day shift back to back, so that he could have not just his 3 days off, but 6 days off. So all of his shifts together for 2 weeks, and then all of his off days together for 2 weeks, basically. Then he wants to fly down, pack a truck, drive said truck, and I'll drive, you know, the kids and tow our car to Portland, and then unpack everything and go to work. It'll take 3 days just to get to Portland. It'll take probably 2 days to pack and unpack, which leaves him 1 day. I don't want that to happen, because his job is incredibly intense. As a burn nurse in the ICU, like it's physically demanding, it is emotionally demanding. He's new there, so I don't know. I do not want that to happen. So I'm trying to save up and do what I need to do to try to hire movers. If we do it my way, he will fly here. He will pick up the 2 littlest ones, our 1-year-old who's almost 2 and our 5-year-old, and fly back with them to Portland. And me and the 1, 2, 3, 3 biggest kids will just rent like a larger, like a Sprinter or something, and then haul my truck, and then we will drive. But I'm very excited about that, because again, love to travel, love adventure, and my oldest kids are almost 12, 10, and 7, and I think they would have a really good time. Like they'll sleep in the car and just hang out. But I found a website where you can like map out your destination and it will show you different sights to see, different cool things along your route. And so I would just have the greatest time doing that. And if we go together, like my husband and I are driving together, it's gonna be, we're gonna have to go as fast as we can, really. So anyway, I think it'll be more fun if I'm able to just kind of stop and see the sights with the bigger kids. And then we can kind of arrange our schedules so that we meet there at the same time, pretty much. So that is that plan. I'm scared, and I think like most of us our minds are like really focused on keeping us as comfortable as possible with as little change as possible. And so like there's a fear element because my brain's like, we don't know anyone there. We're not gonna know. We've never driven that far with kids. We've never done all of these different things. But I don't know. I think I can do it. I know I can. There are a lot of things that I didn't think I could do that I figured out how to do. So also shout out to Magic Mind. I'm really pleased that it worked out because I was very skeptical at first. I've tried everything. I have tried everything to increase my energy. And I feel like to honestly increase your energy long term, you have to be able to move your body a little bit more. You have to have a little bit of energy to maybe prepare a meal as opposed to eating fast food. And I felt like Magic Mind really just gave me the extra push, like just a little bit extra that I needed in order to take the dogs for a walk. Kind of centered me a little bit more so that I could make even just a simple meal that was a lot better than eating fast food, which I was doing far too much of. So anyway, I think it's almost like a bridge a little bit. It gives you just enough to where you can access the next thing that you need to do. That is very hard for someone like me. Sometimes accessing the next thing is impossible. But anyway, I'll put a link in my description box because I got that little, I got that discount for you guys. So if you want to try it out, the description box. Okay, that is it for today's vlog. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and if you're following the reset with me, that is working so well for you. If you have any questions or you want to troubleshoot anything on that front, just let me know, and I'll see you soon.